The euro has no clothes.
Hello and welcome to today's Daily Blitz. The governor of the Central Bank of Hungary has come out and said quite vocally against the Eurozone project as a whole, and specifically that it was time to admit that the euro was a mistake, saying that the majority of European success stories occurred prior to 1999, did not require the euro, and that most European states have actually have suffered under the euro rather than benefited from it. Now, while you have been very critical on the euro, Nikolai, in our own publishing house here, it's really quite interesting to see a central banker very close to the euro project, they're not part of it, to come out so strongly against the euro as a whole. What do you think this says about the euro project, and what do you think it says about the problems it's creating?
This is nothing new in the sense that we've already known all along what the problems with the euro are. What's new is that it's a prominent central banker who's still in his position as a central banker coming out as a critic. Now, Hungary's not in the euro, so it's not quite the same as a Eurozone central banker saying it. But nevertheless, it's within that group of high-ranking officials and decision makers, that's a new place for criticism to come from.
And do you think that this is going to cause more breaking of the ranks from other central bankers against the euro, or do you think this is something that he'll get marginalised for, and sort of they'll try and forget about it?
I think it'll be a bit of both, because there's enough countries within the EU who are not part of the Eurozone for them to form quite a large and powerful group. And they're the ones doing quite well because of the problems that the euro creates.
Yes, and I think we should dwell a bit on the problems that are created. So just recently, Deutsche Bank has come out and said that they're going to start imposing negative interest rates on some of their clients, generally the higher net worth clients. But over time, you can imagine that will be broadened to other more lower down in the deposit scale. The people with fewer deposits will start receiving those charges as a result of the strain. And now that Christine Lagarde is now in charge and has said that it's more important to create jobs than to protect savers, and the job of a bank, one of the main jobs of a bank, is to protect its savers. You can imagine this is going to impose ever more stress on the European banking system.
And we've seen that in the European bank share prices. They've been really struggling, especially compared to banks around the world. And really, the message today is that you can expect that to continue because that sort of pressure that the euro is creating is going to continue as well.
And so, in summary, though the complaints are becoming ever more vocal about the problems within the euro, the beatings will continue until morale improves. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the next Daily Blitz.